welcome to Lovely Lovebird Designs. This tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a French Bulldog on the Rainbow Loom. I made an all white one and an all burgundy brown one, and I think they came out really super cute, and they have big ears and the muzzle comes out, and I made them docked on the tail. And I also have to show you for comparison, I have the English Bulldog tutorial too. And this one is shorter than the English Bulldog and shorter in body length. And he's a little bit less in the chest area too. Both of these dogs have stuffing in them to make them a little bit more broader. And I'm going to use the caramel bands today for this dog, but you can use any color you want. They come in a variety of colors. And I'm going to use caramel bands to stuff the dog. You can use paper towel to stuff the dog, or cotton, anything you'd like. But I want to match the color of the dog, so I'm going to use bands. So it's about like 4 or 5 extra bands I'm just going to stuff and then sew together. But they come in a variety of colors. And let's get started. Okay, once again, I'll be using the caramel color, and this is burgundy brown if you like burgundy, or the white, or any other color you'd like. So we're going to start off, they're all double bands, and we're going to place it from this pin to this pin, and also it's staggered position, arrow facing down. So once again, double bands. Okay, so it's from here to here, and then here to here. Then we'll place it on the side of the head. Okay, then we're going to work on the forehead. It's a broad forehead, so we're going to place a double band from this middle pin to down here. Okay, and then another set of bands from the middle pin to the left. And then another set from the middle pin to the right. Okay, so now we're working in the middle of the head, and I'm just going to place double bands in the middle, and then another set going down, and now we'll work on the side of the head. Okay, and then we're going to connect these 2 pins. And we'll work on the left side. Okay, so now we'll work on the neck area. It's going to be a triple band. So 3 bands. Push that down. So that's 3, and now we're going back to double, and the length of the body is 4 stitches. So we're going to put 4 stitches of the doubles. And there is also a small extension, which is really easy to make for this dog too. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we'll work on the side of the body. Doubles again. And just working our way down. Okay, so we're working down the body, and then we're going to connect these 2 pins. Okay, now we'll work on the left side. And just still working our way down. Okay, connecting this pin to this pin. now we're going to work with the legs. I'm going to push these down a little bit. And I work with the hook with this, and I'm going to make little claws like I did with the other dogs. And it's going to be a black, and it's going to be on the hook, wrapped 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the length of the leg is 1, 2, 3, and 4 stitches. So I'm going to grab a doubles again, and then bring that in the middle. That's 1 stitch. Here's number 2. Number 3. And finally number 4. Okay, we're going to place that one right here. Okay, and we're going to repeat and go on this pin. So black again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 stitches of the caramel double bands. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to place it right here. Okay, move to the side. And now the back legs. So black, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do 3 stitches of the double, because we're going to make a little thigh area too. So here's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to set this to the side, place a double on the loom, and then place another double right here to connect, and then we're going to use this as a little capping band, and this is your back leg. So pull that back, and we're going to grab this one first. And then the right side. Take it off the loom, and we're going to place it on this pin and this pin. So one here, and then the other one right here. Okay, so that's the back leg, and we're going to repeat on the right side. So black, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then a double of your color. Then another double, make 2. And then another double. Okay, set that to the side. We'll go back to the loom. And then we're going to place those 2 there. Place our leg right here. Pull back. Loom forward. Take these off. And then place it on this one. Okay. Now, like I said before, I'm going to make a dock tail. So it's going to be a double, and I'm just going to wrap it on this pin around 2 times. So 1 and then 2. If you wanted to make a little tail, I'll show you really fast. You can place a single, wrap it around 3 times, and then I would assume around 2 stitches because they have small tails. So if you want to place a tail. So that would be 1, and then this would be 2. And if you want to make it a little longer, you can make it longer too. And then you can place that here if you want a little tail. But I'm going to make a dock tail, so we're not going to use that. Now I'm going to put a little extension for the belly to make him broader in the belly area, the chest area too. So it's going to be a double, and I'm going to place it from this pin to this pin. Okay, I'll push that down, and then another double from this pin to this pin. And if you feel like the extension, you don't want an extension, if it's a little too hard for you, you don't have to, you can leave the extension out and then just loom regular when we start looming. It'll just be a skinnier looking dog. So we're going to place another extension here. And then another one here. Okay, so it looks like this. There's just 2 bands on the top. Okay, now we'll put structural bands. It's going to be a single, and it's going to be a triangle. Okay, another single triangle. And single triangle. And that is the layout for the body. Now we're going to move to the head, and I'll show you how to make that. Okay, you need 1 black band for the nose, and then for this area you're going to need 4 bands that go down and 1 that attaches to the top, so we're going to need 5 total. So I'm going to use caramel, the same shade as the head. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you place your hook through and dangle them so that they're all around the same length. And I do this because they're a bit oblong, and I don't really want 1 band like this and then 1 band like this, and then when you place it on the dog it's a little lopsided. So I dangle them and then make sure that they're all around the same length. Take them off, place it on your finger, place the black on the hook, wrap it around 4 times. Okay, then you take your hook and slide the nose in the middle of these bands. So it looks like that. Looks like a little bow tie. And then I'm going to take the topmost band. I'm going to bring it down like that. Make sure that it's one band, that it's the same band. I'm just placing my hook right through the top band. You can place it. I wanted to. This one's facing a little bit down, and I want the show it down anyway on the dog because they face down anyway. So I'm gonna. That's why I didn't choose this to be my top band. So you can make sure it's your top band by just pulling it, so you know it's one band. Because if you place it on the loom, you're gonna, and it's like you're picking 2 different bands, it's gonna fall apart. So this is my top band. I'm gonna place another single, place it right through, and we're gonna place it from this. We're gonna place it on this pin and this pin. So you can look closely, that's how it's supposed to look. Now I need a double, and I'm going to place my hook right through these bands. So it looks like this. Make sure you got all the bands. Then I'm going to place my double on the hook and pull through. and then we're going to place it on this band, this pin right here, and then this pin. So this is your muzzle. Separate it a little bit, and then I want to place the nose on top of this middle pin. And then when we start looming, I'll take it off. You can separate here so it looks like this. Okay, the eyes. I'm going to make 2 eyes, black. You can use beads if you like. Place it on your hook. You can wrap it around 4 times. We can make a figure 8 and then pull over again. And same here, figure 8, pull over, or wrap 4 times. Take another single of the fur color, bring the eyes over, and place it on the pin. Bring it over this middle pin. Separate the eyes. Bring it over, place it on that pin, and bring the eyes down. So now we're going to work with the ears. I pushed these down, and the ears are upright and very big and beautiful. So we're going to take 2 of the caramel bands, whatever bands you want the ears to be, place it on the hook, wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Move it to the right. Take another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you take a double of the caramel. Then you slide these 2 bands on the double. Then you bring it back on the hook. You can separate these bands. Then you take a single, twist it upon itself, and then place it on the hook, slide that over, and this is 1 ear. Okay, so now we're going to place it on this pin. Okay, keep the ears upright. And now we're going to make another ear and put it over here. So it's another single, wrap 4 times, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then another, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then a double. And you're going to slide them on the double. Bring it back on the hook. Separate these a little bit. And then you're going to take a single, twist it upon itself. Bring it on the hook, slide on the single twist. Bring it back on the hook, and then place it here. And this creates really big ears. Okay, make it upright. And then when we take it off the loom, I'll show you how to separate the bands and make it really unique. So this is your layout. Make sure it looks like this, and now we can start looming. Okay, remember there's extensions here. It's very simple, and I'll show you how to loom everything. Right now we're going to grab this band first. We're going to go underneath this capping band, grab the uppermost 2 bands, and it's going to loom to the left. Now we're going to grab this one on the right, okay, so now we're going to work with the middle and loom it to this pin. So it's the bottom band, and we're just looming forward. Okay, now there is this extension, and we're going to work with that. We are only grabbing this bottom most band. So we're going to go underneath all this and grab the bottom 2 bands, bring it forward to this pin. Now we're only looming this 2 topmost bands. So I'm going to grab that, just the top. There's 1, and now I'm going to grab this uppermost top. Okay, we're going to stop right there. I'm going to put my finger right here. Now I'm going to grab this band right here and pull it to the side. That's our extension. I'm going to stop right there. So I just pulled that top to the side. Now I have this all loomed, and now I'm just going to grab the bottom layer. Okay, so I loom that one, and we're going to loom this one. Okay, we're going to stop, and now it's this shoulder area. So I'm going to place my hook right through, grab the bottom bands, and bring it here. And you just loomed your extension and everything on this side. Now we're going to repeat on this side. So once again, just grabbing this bottommost band. Okay, now we're going to stop, and I'm only grabbing this band and this band, the topmost ones. Okay, so there's 1 and number 2. Once again, place my finger here, and I'm going to pull this little extension to the side. Okay, now I'm just grabbing the bottom bands. Okay, stop there. Now I'm grabbing this shoulder band. Okay, so this is your body. We did all the extensions. And now the neck. The neck is a triple band. It's going to be all the way at the bottom. Okay, now we're going to work with the head area, and our topmost bands are this left side of the head. So I'm just going to place it to this pin. Then I'm going to grab this band right here. That's our next one. And now we're going to work with the middle of the head. It's very easy. I'm going to grab this band right here and put it on this pin. Then I'm going to bring the snout over. So I'll do that really slow. It's not that complicated. So we're going to go on that pin. Then I'm going to take the little nose and pull it over. Just like that. I want to keep this band separated. Okay, so now we're going to place our hook right through this pin. Grab that next band and loom forward. Now we already loomed this one and this one. Now our next band is going to be this top band, and we're going to bring it to the right. And bring it all the way to the right. Then our next band will be this left band. Okay, I only grabbed one of those. I'm going to grab the other one. And then our middle band. Okay, you can see that they're all separated. Now we're going to grab the right side and loom forward the bottommost band. Okay, the ear bands, there's a lot of tension here, so be careful when you loom them. And bring it to there, to this middle pin. Now we'll work on the left side of the head. And just looming forward. Remember, there's tension. And bring to the middle pin. Okay, you need a double band for your slip knot. Bring it through. And then you make your little slip knot to close it off. And this is what he looks like. So make sure yours looks like this. And now we can take it off the loom. Take it off slowly. You don't want anything breaking. And the little nose area. And the top of the head. Okay, so we're going to turn this little guy, it looks like a jumbled mess, into this little guy. So and I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay, so we don't need the loom anymore. Place that to the side. Place your finger behind his head and push his head out, just like that. Okay, you can pull out his eyes if they're hiding, so they're more pronounced. You can use your hook. Got one little band hiding. There he goes. Okay, so now I'm going to stretch out his neck, his body, the legs. You're going to see there's the extension right here. It's two bands that are thicker on the chest area. And we're going to fix the ears later. And the snout, I'm going to help you right now. The neck, take your hook, place it through these three bands, and slightly tug, and it brings the neck up. So it looks like this. Now, this, you can, if you like the muzzle like this, you can keep it like that. But with this breed, I like to bring it out a little bit. You can see the difference by bringing it out. So what I do, there's 4 bands on the bottom of this little muzzle. I'm going to place my hook right through the middle loop area of these 4 bands that we placed before. So there should be 4 on this side and 4 on the right side. And you can see it right here. There's a gap, and you can see the black band of the nose. So you can hold it like this and do tugs. And it's going to bring that muzzle out and make it more pronounced. Pull it through, and now he's more bigger. You can see that. And also, there's bands right here in the middle. So you can place your hook right here and do some little tugs here to bring that out so it's more uniform. And then you can, if you don't like, you can put your hook through all of them and do a little tug. And it's all uniform. He has a beautiful muzzle now. You can squeeze his head so it's a little bit more, you know, shorter and more French Bulldog-like. And now we're going to work on the belly and sew him shut, and then fix his paws, fix his ears, and sew this, and he's going to look gorgeous. So there's 2 extensions right here. I'm going to add about 4 to 5 of the caramel colored bands as stuffing. If you want to use something else as stuffing, you can do that too. But if you don't want to use stuffing, you can just fold him and he'll be a little bit thinner, but he still looks cute without the stuffing too. So whatever you like. I'm going to place my hook. There is the 2 extensions right here. I'm going to place my hook through the extension, just the first 2 bands. Okay, so it looks like this. And then I'm going to take a single band, I'm going to bring it through, make a little slip knot, bring it down so the knot's a little bit more on the belly. Then I'm going to take about 4 bands this time. But it depends on how thick you want the belly and everything. And you can do like a little figure 8 and just tuck it in that belly area, the little crevice. With the Bulldog, the English Bulldog, I used toilet tissue because it was more like a white body, so it was white, but this one's all uniform one color, so I used the bands for this one. But once again, you can use whatever you like. So I have my little thread right here. I'm going to go to the next little extension stitch, and then make sure none of your bands escape. So, and then pull it through. Tuck in that band. Then now we're working on the regular part of the body. And my next stitch is right here. And I just had a band pop out. Remember, you don't have to use bands to stuff, because they're a little wild. Let's just stuff it back in. You can use cotton too, anything. Okay, so we'll go to the next stitch. And then I'm going to grab my little thread, pull it through, and if you want to sew it right up there, you can sew it there, but I'm going to go 1 more stitch just to be safe. Pull it through, and then you need your trusty scissor. And we're going to knot it. Make sure not to cut yourself. So I'm going to hold one, and then I'm going to anchor the other one through one of the other stitches. Okay, and then I'm going to make a little triple knot. When he comes out, he's going to look so adorable. And 1 more knot. Okay, so you can hide the excess inside the dog again, or you can just snip it off. Make sure not to snip the dog, just the excess. Okay, and I can pull him out, and pull the legs down, the thigh area. And he is super cute already. Now I'm going to separate these black bands into claws. You just separate them. And then you can do a slight tug on the bottom to make the paw. And it brings it forward. So it makes it more of a paw. And we can do the same thing here. Just a slight tug and separate those claws. Same as the back. I'm going to separate them. And then do a slight tug. Same here. And slight tug. And now they're flat feet. And we're going to work with the ears now. My ears are like all lopsided and everything. Remember, we have a wrapped band here and a wrapped band here. I'm going to hold my ear and separate the two bands, the two wraps. So it's more uniform. And it goes all the way around the ear. So that looks a lot better. And do the same thing here. And just separate them. Looks a lot better. Now my ears are a little bit more askew, so I'm going to pull this, and there's that single twist right here. It's connected to this band. I'm going to hold it in the back and just slightly bring it forward a little bit, and it's going to bring the ears more up, and it's actually going to move the ears toward, like it's flat on this side and not like pointy. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to hold it and pull it forward a little bit. And it makes the ears move. You can play with the bands again. Okay, so the ears are looking good. You can bring the eyes out too. Smush that cute little face. And now we're going to sew the back of the head. You can pick any bands in the back to sew the back shut. And this creates a more 3D dog too. I'm just going to grab any bands. Okay, and it stays there. And I have a cute little French Bulldog. So once again, you can play with the eyes if you want him a little bit more out. But I think he looks adorable. The snout is out, and he's got a short little body, and he can stand. And this is the caramel, here's the burgundy, and here's the white. So I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to Lovebird Designs. And if you made a tail here, you can make the tail go up by just placing your hook right through, and then it'll go up a little bit. So please subscribe. Bye.